You probably don't realize how important what I'm about to say is. If you ignore this message now, you might miss the chance to receive the best miracle I've ever brought to you. There's something happening that you can't see, something that's already been set in motion from above, but it relies on how quickly you respond. Don't delay, don't let your mind wander, and don't let anything make you leave this moment right now. I am reaching out to you urgently, and if you stick around until the end, you will see why this message is important to hear completely. Pay attention to every bit, as if your life is changing at this very moment, because it is. Have you felt how everything has been feeling heavier around you lately? The days seem long and quiet, almost like time is testing you, as if something is watching you while you take care of everything and everyone else. But hardly anyone sees that you also need some support. There's an unseen battle happening behind your normal days while you're concerned about that person who isn't getting better, that relationship that feels strained, and that problem that keeps coming back when you think you are finally going to relax. You have been asking for a way out, trying your best to stay strong, but deep down, you can sense that something is about to snap. That's why I brought you here today. You need to realize that the miracle you've been hoping for is on its way. It's not just a promise anymore. It's about to be given to you. But there's one thing your heart needs to grasp. If you don't open your eyes right now, if you don't align with what I'm revealing to you at this moment, it might pass you by without you realizing it. This isn't because I don't want to help you, but because you're focusing on things that distract you from what really matters. The blessing is already coming down, but there's too much noise in your faith right now. And that's why I'm speaking so urgently now. I'm not asking you for something easy. I'm urging you to make a significant change because the moment is now. You're surrounded by so many voices trying to grab your attention. The news, your worries, sudden health issues, that troubling diagnosis that fills you with doubt, and people close to you who are asking for more than you can give. And still, you continue to do your best to keep everything together, to look after your loved ones, to provide comfort even when you feel lost yourself. I notice this, and not only that, I have entered this moment to help shift the elements you can't touch. But for that, I need you to believe, to remain here, to take in all of this until we reach the end, because I'm revealing something important that you need to feel deeply, without any interruptions, without rushing. This isn't just any video, and these words are not ordinary. This is a crucial moment. It feels like time has paused just for you right now. And if you truly have faith, if you can let go of your worries for a bit and dive into what I'm sharing, the healing that seemed so far away will become reachable. The solution you thought was unreachable is already taking a path that will surprise everyone. There is freedom on the way, and respect is being rebuilt where only embarrassment once stood. But there's a quiet enemy trying to divert your focus at this moment. He wants to pull you away from here before I finish, but don't let that happen. There's something significant hidden in every single word being said right now. It's much more powerful than you think. Do you realize how many times you tried on your own without success? Think about how often you postponed promises, how many sleepless nights you spent worrying about that sick family member, and how many tough talks you had with your kids who didn't grasp what you were trying to do for them. I was present in each of those moments, and you were never out of my sight. But the reason this message is coming to you now with such urgency is because the time for healing is arriving. And it's not just any kind of healing. It's a deep renewal for both your spirit and emotions that will make even your most painful memories start to lose their hold. But I need you to take me seriously now. You might have heard lovely words in the past and been touched by heartfelt phrases, but what I'm saying right now is not merely a message. It's a divine invitation. The time you are in does not allow for spiritual delays anymore. If you hesitate, the doors will still be open, but the right opportunities might pass you by. I don't want you to miss out on what I have planned for you, especially after everything you've experienced, especially after shouldering so much in silence. So pay close attention to what is being revealed. There's a difference between those who just hear and those who truly receive. And it's those who stay until the end who witness the greatness that distracted ones will never see. You are incredibly close to change. And that's why opposing voices are starting to increase. People who doubt you, who minimize your beliefs, and who laugh at your spiritual choices. This isn't just random. It's a struggle because something really important is about to come, and bad things are trying to distract you while you wait. But I've already said that nothing can stop the good things I have planned for you. I need you to stay focused and keep listening, because the extra details to fulfill this promise are being shared right now. Don't let this chance slip away. There are spiritual things happening and unseen opportunities are opening up. It's only at the end of this message that everything will be fully revealed. This moment has the power to change a whole generation, because what I'm going to do in you will also affect your family and even people you don't know how to reach. It will end the cycles of illness and stop ongoing suffering. Some challenges have been passed down through families for years, but because you're standing firm today, those things are being broken. The bad things are being taken away and sickness is being pushed aside. But I can only complete this work if you pay attention to every revelation. Don't let your mind wander. Everything you need is right here. Every prayer you thought I didn't hear is being answered now. Not with promises far away, but with real changes happening. You are in the right moment in your life. Even if everything feels unclear and your plans have fallen apart or you feel like you've failed, I have been with you. And the reason you are listening to this now is that your waiting time is turning into a time of reward. But you need to activate your faith differently this time, not like before. Now it requires total commitment, full focus, and a heart that is open and not divided. Those who only believe a little get small rewards, but those who give everything receive so much more. So stay until the very end and listen to every word as if you are hearing the Father guiding the Son He loves the most. Do you realize how much you've been through? Do you know how many times you held back tears in your room or pretended to be happy just to keep others from worrying? But I noticed every single moment, and that's why I decided to step in. Miracles are on their way as you reunite with loved ones and see promises come true in areas you never even imagined. Behind every part of this message, the path is being revealed. Don't stop listening even for a moment. And if these words are already speaking to you, take a moment to write in the comments, "I am now turning on my spiritual protection shield." When you say this, you make things happen. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so that the message you received can also reach those who really need it. This message isn't only for you. There are others around you who rely on your action right now. You are the person I chose to help bring this message to families that are struggling. When you share this message, you're not just sending out a video. You are spreading healing, answers, and inspiration. Everyone who hears it will feel the impact of what I've tucked away in this message. So don't underestimate what is going on here. You may have thought this was just another video, but I brought you here to mark the start of something new. Those who stick around until the end will understand the revelation that changes everything. You might not realize it yet, but the whole universe is paying attention right now to what you decide in your heart and mind. Something wonderful has been arranged just for you and is so close that if you even think about giving up, it could set everything back. Even though the days have felt long and the empty moments seem louder than words, I am here giving you guidance in the middle of your busy life. There's a fight going on that others don't notice. They see your movements and hear your voice, but they can't see how hard it is to keep going. Because outsiders don't understand what it means to maintain a household, care for your loved ones, and hide your pain behind a smile. But I can see everything. I understand the burden of every choice you made quietly and every sacrifice you kept to yourself, which has been noted by me as a sign of love. That's why when I say a miracle is on its way, it means that the entire universe has been set in motion, and what seems still down here has already been set in action up there. You just need to get your spirit in sync with what the Father has already released. The problem is that many people miss out on their blessings because they focus on what hasn't happened yet, forgetting that the unseen comes first and that faith doesn't need explanations. It just needs action. Even when tough times hit unexpectedly, you still stand strong, and that's not just human strength. It's divine protection. If everything depended on what's happening around you, you would have given up a long time ago. What keeps you holding on, even when you can't see any evidence, is the spark of hope that I keep bringing to life in you. And that's what bothers the enemy, your ongoing faith and trust. Remember that time you thought things couldn't be fixed? The diagnosis, the family disagreements, that mistake you made long ago that seemed impossible to solve? I am the one who changes situations, who puts things back together, and creates new paths where there seemed to be none. What got you to this point wasn't just your strong arguments, but my deep compassion. It never fails, it's always on time, and it's happening right now. There's a feeling stirring inside you. Maybe it's a sense that the moment has finally arrived, or a warm sensation in your chest that you can't really explain. It's me reaching out to you from within, reigniting what seemed lost. It's my voice clearing away doubts and bringing back your faith. Don't brush this aside. Stick with me until the end. And don't let a single moment slip by, because I don't waste words. There are things in your past that still haunt you, and even if no one talks about it, you feel how it holds you back. But here's something you should know. I don't focus on the past. I focus on purpose. When I choose to use someone, I don't think about their mistakes. I look at their heart. Your heart, even if it's weary, is still ready. And that's what brings the miracle your way. Not your past actions, but who you are to me. That old dream you were afraid to pursue because you thought you might fail again, I'm bringing it back to life today. And no, it's not too late. Your age, challenges, or any diagnosis don't limit me. I am not held back by what seems impossible. I thrive in those situations. That's why this message is so powerful, because it's here not just to comfort you, but to inspire action. If your heart is starting to open, if something within you is changing as you listen, write in the comments. I choose to trust in God's promises. This isn't just a saying. It's a declaration of faith, and every declaration creates space for the extraordinary. Give your journey to the Lord, rely on Him, and He will take care of everything. This message is alive. It's reaching parts of you that you didn't even know needed attention. You spent so long trying to figure out the reasons behind everything that you forgot to notice the important places. I never allowed pain to happen without a reason. Even the hurt you feel today is part of your preparation. It wasn't punishment. It was building strength. It wasn't abandonment. It was laying a foundation. And now you're ready to experience what only those who have gone through tough times can truly understand. That's why you can't go back now. Even if no one else believes in you, I still see your potential, because I have never given up on you. And if you keep listening, I will show you everything clearly. I am making connections, creating opportunities, fixing relationships, healing bodies, and bringing calm to minds. But there's one important rule. Don't stop listening, because there's a special moment when everything changes, and that moment is coming soon. There's someone you've been praying for daily, a person who needs help, healing, and clear understanding. I know who you're talking about, and your prayers have not been ignored. In fact, your cries have helped speed up what is starting to happen. That person will be affected, not by how hard you try, but by your deep belief. And when you least expect it, things will start to change at your home. You might be wondering if there's still time for this to happen. I'm telling you, time does not control the promise. The promise controls time. I have already entered this time for you. I am speeding up things that seemed stuck for years. I am moving people around, clearing hurdles, and opening new opportunities. The best part is, you don't have to prove anything to anyone because I am the one doing the work, not you. Sometimes, it feels like discouragement is hiding behind your everyday life. You get things done, solve problems, and even smile at others, but inside, it feels like something is fading away. That's why this message is reaching you now, because before your faith flickers out, I will breathe new energy into your spirit. You have not been forgotten. You have been urgently remembered, chosen to show what I can accomplish. Don't compare yourself to others. I have called you to a special journey. It doesn't matter what others think of you, because no one's opinion can change what is destined for you in heaven. I don't change my plans, I keep my promises. What was decided before you were born is already starting to happen. Even if everything around you seems to be saying no, my yes is stronger, and that's why you're here listening to all of this. If this message has connected with you so far, and you want to help share it with others who also need it, click on "Thank you very much." This simple action helps to keep this mission alive, bringing hope to those in need. I really appreciate it. Many things that you don't understand now will start to make sense after you hear this message, because when I talk, I reveal truths. And when I reveal, I direct. And when I direct, no one gets lost. Even if it seems confusing, I have already provided the full plan. I just need you to trust each step, even the small ones, because great miracles usually start from simple acts of faith. And by being here, you've already taken the first step. Remember that time when everything seemed to go wrong and you thought it was over? That moment was actually the start of something much bigger that you couldn't see yet, because I create new things from brokenness. I write on messed up pages, and I give new life where others see only endings. What I am doing right now is reworking everything inside you so that outside troubles won't harm who you truly are. There are angels around you at this very moment. You can't see them, but they are already moving, protecting your home, helping those who need healing, and looking out for your loved ones. This is the result of your faith, of the quiet prayers you've said between chores, and the soft songs you've sung to avoid waking anyone up. I have heard every sound, received every cry, and I am responding with help that you might not have noticed yet. Now is the time to believe more strongly than ever, to act like someone who has already received even if you haven't seen it yet, because real faith doesn't wait for proof. It acts on belief. I have placed that belief inside you already. It will carry you through tough times, quiet any doubts from within, and keep hope alive even when things look bleak. I am light, and wherever I go, darkness cannot stay. If you feel like something is changing right now, it's because it truly is. This is not just a trick of the mind or a feeling. It's real, it's a touch, it's a sign. The more you dive into this message, the more new understanding I will share with you. Your spirit is starting to connect with mine, and everything that seemed confusing is starting to make sense, because I am the God who shines light on understanding, and I am helping you make decisions you have been putting off. The next chapter of your life will not be the same as what you've already experienced. It will be a transformation because I do not reuse pain, I renew purposes. What's coming is not just a fresh start. It's a restoration, something new, whole, and surprising that will even take you aback. But only those who stay until the end of the revelation will truly experience this. So keep going, there's more happening every second. I am here and will keep speaking. What's about to happen in your life won't be by chance. It has been carefully planned long before you even noticed. I was in every tiny detail that seemed insignificant, but was actually shaping your story. For just the right moment when everything will start to come together. You came here with more than just words. You came with scars, hard choices, and hurts that no one else seems to get. But I see and understand each of them. There's a special vibe happening around you right now, and something new is being created inside you. Even though things outside haven't changed yet, you already feel different on the inside. This is how the biggest miracles start. Quietly, deeply, and just for you. I work quietly, setting down roots. What I am building in you right now is a strong base that can withstand tough times and isn't shaken easily. You've always cared for others, being their support and safe place, even when you needed help yourself. You kept quiet so those who relied on you wouldn't worry. This quiet loyalty did not go unnoticed. It was seen as proof of love in a higher place, a faith shown more through your actions than words. Now is the moment for me to return all the kindness you have shown with freedom and healing. While you were dealing with worries and sleepless nights, I was planning what others might not see. In that surprise doctor's appointment, in that bill that came too early, in that stressful phone call, I was there with you. I didn't come to test you, but to support you. There are miracles that can only happen when things get tough, and you hung in there just long enough to see what others didn't think was possible. The promises were not forgotten. They just needed time to grow. Some blessings can't come too early, so they won't be wasted. I know you well enough to understand when it's the right moment to bring them to you, and right now is that moment. Your time to reap the rewards starts now, and it doesn't matter who doubted you or what they said. What's ahead relies on you and me, not on anyone else's approval. Even when pain tried to shake your faith, you kept believing. Maybe you did it quietly, with a heavy heart and short prayers, but you kept going. That determination and the flicker of faith you held onto were enough to keep the promise alive. I don't need fancy words. I need honesty. Your honesty reached the heavens, touched my heart, and is now opening up the spiritual doors above you. You carry names in your prayers daily, people you care for deeply. I want you to know, none of those prayers have gone to waste. Every cry for help, every hopeful breath, I've gathered them all. Today, I'm sending angels to places you can't reach, bringing peace to uneasy hearts, and giving guidance to those who feel lost, because your prayers hold power in the spiritual world. They change lives and shift destinies. If this message resonates with you in a meaningful way, share your thoughts in the comments. God is doing more than I can notice. It's more than just words. It's a powerful action, showing that you realize a miracle is starting to happen. The things we can't see or hear, or that we can't even imagine, are what God has ready for those who love Him. Believe in this truth with faith. You are being guided by something bigger than your worries. You are getting ready to experience a victory that won't just be for you, but will also positively affect those around you. When I bless, I grow. Your blessing won't be small. It will reach many generations and break through obstacles that seemed impossible before. My promise for your home is complete. I don't do things halfway. I finish what I start. And if you feel like this message has really reached you, remember, helping this mission is also an act of love. If you feel it in your heart, click "Thank you so much" so that more people can hear words that save, support, and inspire. You might not notice it yet, but amazing things are happening behind the scenes of your life story. While you think nothing has changed, the spiritual atmosphere is shifting. I am removing people who were slowing things down. I am healing old hurts and helping you become more aware of my presence in the little things. Because I never stopped talking to you. You were just surrounded by too much distraction. The struggles you went through were not pointless. They taught you lessons that words can't explain. They made you stronger, more aware, and better prepared. Now with your heart refined, I can give you promises that need you to be mature. You are where you are for a reason. It took timing, growth, and faith to bring you here, and that should not be overlooked. Even in your daily choices, I was there. I protected you from situations you didn't see coming, and I changed paths that looked good, but would have led you away from your promises. And even when everything felt stuck, I was organizing everything carefully. The waiting you felt wasn't a sign that I wasn't there. It was my way of caring, because those who love take great care with what they give. You might think that you have been forgotten, but I was just keeping you safe for a little while. Some good things need time to get ready, and some promises can only be given when the time is right. Everything you have gone through so far shows that you are prepared to receive these blessings. Don't be afraid of change, and don't question what is coming next, because I am the one who made the promise, and I will make it happen. It is already underway. When it feels like nothing makes sense, remember that I always finish what I start. Every hurt has a purpose, and every silence serves a reason. Now, every message you hear is helping your mind align with my plan. Stay focused and don't let anything sidetrack you. What you are discovering now is the key, the solution, and the way forward. Those who stick around until the end will witness what their hearts have already begun to sense. You've encountered challenges, and that's normal when something amazing is about to take place. But don't get confused by it. The bigger the goal, the tougher the obstacles. Your success has already been decided, and there's no one who can cancel what I have said. The enemy may try to plant doubts, but my voice is stronger. Right now, I am speaking directly to your heart so that nothing else can take away your faith. So raise your head up, breathe deeply, and believe once more. You weren't meant just to get by. You were meant to achieve great things with purpose. The tears you held back and the dreams you set aside are all coming back because it's time for you to see what you kept alive only by believing. And the belief that kept you going, even when you felt weak, is now being recognized. I am trustworthy. Something special is on its way to you that has everything you need, and you won't have to chase after it. I will bring it to you. The right people, the missing answers, the healing you thought you could never have, and the peace you forgot about are all coming in the right way because I know what I'm doing. When I decide to make a move, I can get through any closed door. The hurt you experienced won't be for nothing. It will help lift you up. It will become a story that inspires others who are going through similar struggles, because what you went through wasn't just for you. It was so that when you rise up, your journey would have purpose. The time is coming for you to share your story so that others can win too. Stop wondering if you deserve this. I don't bless you because you've earned it. I bless you because I care for you, and my love for you is unchanging. Nothing from your past affects how I feel about you, and nothing anyone has said can change what I have planned for you. You are part of my purpose, and when I create a path, I make sure it works out. Even if it looks bumpy, everything will eventually come together, and it is starting to come together now. There is still a lot more to uncover. The message that began in you is now reaching places that were once quiet. As you keep listening, the confusion will fade and your faith will grow stronger. You will understand it's not about how many prayers you said, but how deeply you let go. You let go so you will receive, because those who let go succeed. Can you see how strong you were for carrying on, even when it felt like the ground was falling beneath you? Even when your thoughts felt too heavy to share? You kept going, and that didn't go unnoticed by me. The world thinks strength is about appearance, but I see the strength that comes from within. And even though your inner self asked for help, it also refused to give up. That's what faith and bravery look like. Now that things are changing, it's time to open your eyes and see beyond the hurt. The changes have already started, even if they can't be seen right now. I began working in places that were hidden, the ones I didn't even touch before. Because before fixing what's outside, I heal what's inside. It's in the quiet moments of the soul that I rebuild foundations, create new paths, and bring hope back to life. Do you remember what it feels like to be all alone, even when everyone is around? Those times when it felt like nobody got what you were feeling inside. I've been there. While life was happening around you, I took a moment to pay attention to you because you're not just anyone. You are part of my bigger plan. Your hurt lets me know something needs to change. I act for the people I care about, and just when you felt by yourself, I quietly came closer to you. That's why I kept your thoughts safe even during your hardest nights. That's why I surrounded you with the right folks at the right times. Maybe not to fix everything, but to remind you that I'm here for you. I leave little signs along your journey, things that only you notice, because the way I communicate with you is special and personal. You're seeing that again now. Today, I'm not just offering answers, I'm sharing something deeper. When you figure out the reason behind events, worry loses its strength. Even if pain feels huge, it can help you grow. And every painful memory changes when you listen, because the marks that are left won't feel like fresh wounds anymore. They will be healed scars that show where I've brought you from and what I'll still do in your life. You prayed many times, unsure if I would respond, and waiting felt long. But today, I promise you this: your prayers weren't pointless. Every cry set things in motion, even if it didn't happen as soon as you wanted. But it always came at the right time to keep you safe. I choose to take my time and protect you rather than rush and risk losing you. That's why I've shared your struggles with you, and now I'm giving you something that only you could handle with maturity. Maybe now you understand why some paths were blocked, why people faded away, or why doors that looked safe closed without any reason. I was guiding you away from things that seemed good, but would have kept you from living your best life. My protection can often feel like frustration, but whenever I take something away, it's because I'm getting ready to give you something even better, and what's coming is going to be amazing. Do you realize how hard you worked to keep everything together? You tried to manage your feelings, look after your loved ones, pay your bills, and maintain some stability. I see how much it cost you because you look strong on the outside, but inside you were worn out. That's where I'm reaching out to you now. The tiredness you've built up, the fears you never said out loud, and the prayers that went unheard. I heard you, I saw you, and I'm acting on your behalf. If you sense this feeling and realize that something is shifting inside you, write in the comments, "I believe that God is in charge." Let this truth be noted in the spiritual world too. Stay calm and remember that I am God. Right now, being quiet isn't just about being quiet. It's a command, a divine arrangement for the impossible to come to life. You have faced a lot for the ones you care about, and I appreciate every effort you've made. You've committed yourself, prayed, given advice, and sometimes stayed quiet when you deserved answers, but you didn't lose hope. You kept believing that I could still change things. Because you stuck with it, I am working in your favor. What used to be doubt will now turn into your story, and what seemed out of reach will soon be close. There are secrets you haven't shared with anyone, but you've told me in your mind. Thoughts that weren't voiced but were heard as prayers, because sometimes you don't need to speak for your heart to cry out. I listen to honest hearts. That's why you feel this unusual calm in the middle of the chaos, this sense that something good is coming. It's not just a fantasy. It's a promise being kept, a sign of hope. You don't need to show anything to anyone anymore, since your story is defined not by what others think, but by what I have said about you. Each word I've spoken holds importance, and none of them have been lost. Even when it seemed like everything was against you, the promise stayed true, because what I start, I finish, and what I decide, no one can change. Today, the sky is confirming what you've already felt deep inside. The recent times have been tough, pushing you to grow up quickly and take you to emotional places you never knew before. But now you're coming back with more wisdom, greater faith, and heightened sensitivity. Everything you've gone through will help build your new chapter, because those who have walked through tough times with honesty are ready to succeed with humility. You have been successful in this journey. Your name is still remembered in heaven, because you didn't lose your faith even during tough times, losses, or when things were uncertain. You chose to stick it out, and that loyalty matters to me. It is currently seen as the key to the door that's ready to open. And this door won't be ordinary. It will bring you what you need, guidance and healing. Everything will start to click when you pass through it. Restoration is happening right now in areas you thought were hopeless. That delicate bond, that tough way of living together, that task that felt like it was going nowhere. I am looking at all of these situations with a sense of calm. Where there used to be tension, there will be understanding. Where there was disagreement, there will be coming together. I am the God who brings peace, who connects, who restores. You didn't waste time having faith, because the waiting period was all about getting ready. While you kept checking the time, I focused on your heart. And now that everything is set, I am giving you what I promised. You won't have to chase after it. What belongs to you will find you, because when I let it go, nothing can stop it. The time for freedom has arrived. Now is when you should trust fully and walk bravely. You arrived here with prayers said in the dark, words spoken as you faced tough choices all by yourself. And I heard every one of them, and more than just listening, I responded. What you are about to feel isn't just any kind of blessing. It is the outcome of your journey filled with giving up control, and giving up always brings a return. What you planted in quiet, I will make grow in the light. The struggles you have gone through do not define who you are. They have shaped you. You are not just your mistakes or the wrongs done to you. You are the effect of divine care that worked even when you didn't notice. And today, that care will be seen. Things will start to come together. Peace will return. What was once a constant fight will now actually be a true victory. And this change starts today. You carry old promises, words that once inspired you, but that time and disappointments almost made you forget. Today, I bring those promises back to life because they were never canceled. They were just being held for the right moment. The time for recovering has come. I am restoring what you thought was gone, not just in memory, but in reality. It will take place. And if you find that this message has touched you deeply, hit thank you very much. This simple yet powerful gesture keeps this mission alive to reach those in need of renewed hope. Together, we are bringing light to dark places. If what I'm saying is stirring something deep inside you, write in the comments with belief. I trust in God's perfect timing. Let this statement be an expression of faith, because when you write it, you bring it to life, announcing in the spiritual world that you are in harmony with what heaven is preparing. God has made everything beautiful at the right time. Believe, this is your moment. You're not hearing this by accident. This message reached you because there was a need for guidance. And I'm the God who answers when your heart seeks help, even if you don't speak. Your spirit asked for help, and I am here to provide it, not because you earned it, but out of love. A love that finds you even when it feels tough to look for it. I have come for you. A healing is starting in your family life. Those talks that were left unfinished, the hurtful separations, and the ties that felt hopeless, I am here to heal. It's not just about fixing things, but about changing how they are. What was shattered will be made whole on a strong basis. It won't just be about holding on. It will be about welcoming something new. And this newness comes with healing relationships. You've had many times when you could have lost hope, but you kept pushing through. Even when you didn't feel connected, you still prayed. Even when you couldn't see it, you still believed. And this quiet faith you showed is like an altar before me, and I honor it because I remember those who stand firm during tough times. You will be rewarded, not with little scraps, but with plenty, with peace, and with a sense of purpose. The words that once hurt you are now being broken in the spiritual realm. Hurtful words, wrong judgments, promises that were not kept. All of this is being taken away because no negative thing said about you holds more power than what I have declared. And my word is alive, it works, and it will achieve everything it has promised. You are moving into a time of fulfillment. Soon you will notice a change inside you. A new lightness and strength that you thought you lost. This will be the indication that the tough times are over. Emotional ties are loosening, and the weight of your worries is lifting. You will be amazed by how peaceful you feel, so much so that you will wonder how you managed without it for so long. But I was getting you ready for this. Every prayer from someone who cares about you is being carefully gathered. I am skilled at turning these prayers into deliverance. And that is what you will start to see. That family member who seemed lost will find their way. That heart that seemed shut will be opened. The faith that seemed gone will come back to life. Because where there is genuine calling out for help, there's always an answer. And your home is where I will act. You might have felt like you couldn't do anything at times, as if your past mistakes ruined your chances for a fresh start. But I want you to know that your new start has already begun. And it doesn't rely on how well you do, but on my kindness. I don't just pick those who are perfect. I support those who are willing to answer the call. And you said yes, even if you didn't realize it or felt uncertain. That's why I'm giving you a new sense of self. This new sense of self isn't about titles or how people see you. It's about inner strength. From now on, when you pray, you'll feel a change happening. When you speak, you'll see that it matters, because I'm bringing to life special abilities that were asleep inside you. These aren't for bragging, but for helping others. You will bring clarity to the confusion around you, and you will guide people when they are lost. I'm lifting you up for this purpose. Your worth can't be wiped away by time, mistakes, or what others think. That worth is being recognized today. You are not defined by what you've lost. You are what has stayed strong even after losses. And because of your strength, you will be placed in a new situation, a place where you can see more clearly, understand deeply, and have experiences that will not just provide relief, but also responsibilities. I prepared you for blessings through your struggles so you can handle them wisely. I made you wait so you can appreciate every little thing. I had you walk quietly so you would learn to listen carefully. And now that you have all this within you, I can give freely. Do you know how to use what you will get? Can you take care of it? Can you grow it? Can you share it? Because you were prepared with love and fairness. This fairness will come little by little, but every step will be felt. Each day will bring new things, comfort, answers, and peace. Everything will tell a story, because I don't do things halfway. What I start, I will also finish. You won't go through this change alone. I'll be with you in every moment. I guide, I care, and I complete. Everything you believed in with hope is now starting to come true. Before I end, I want to invite you to share something meaningful. In the comments below, tell us your story and what this message has stirred within you. Don't hold back your truth, because we are building a spiritual community where everyone's story supports each other. Your words might be just what someone else needs to hear today. Write sincerely, because when we share our experiences, we spread hope. We are on this journey together, and together we will see dreams come true. May God shower you with blessings.